So, someone told me you're having a little bit of creative block. And that's alright, we all get it, because I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you figure out how we can bust through this creative block together. Whether it's an artist block or a writer's block or whatever it is. I'm here to help you. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. Tip number 1. Let's start with tips. Everyone loves tips. And here's your first one. The first one, I just did it. Did you see me? I've loosened up, all right? That's the first tip. You gotta shake out all that frustration, all that. Gotta go away. Can't create anything if you're all tensed up, okay? So we'll check that one off. And with that, I'm gonna start doing my other ones over a speed paint. Ah! You know, you're used to them at this time. You're used to them. Come on, let's go. I know you want to hear all these good tips while watching me draw. Come on, let's go. Alright, so today, as requested, I'm not only going to be telling you my hot tips on how to stay creatively active when you're down and out, but I'm also going to be showing you my process from scratch. And that's something I haven't done yet, so I'm excited about it. And I don't really know why I'm drawing a chicken. Just, chicken scratch. Just something fun to get this warmed up. Bok, 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 bitch. Alright, well, maybe I'm being a little too goofy this morning, but that's okay. Because, my first tip was to shake it up. So let's do it. Let's roll with these. So the first thing I gotta tell you guys when you're having a creative block is you have to figure out how to label it. If you don't label it, y'all can't fix it. So the first person I'm gonna say about is the burnout. This is gonna be somebody who has done the same thing over and over again because maybe people tell them, oh, this looks really cool or whatever it is, but maybe they don't like it themselves. So the best thing for them to do is to do something new. And I think that's going to help you bust through that creativity block that you're experiencing. The next person is going to be, I label them adrift. They're lost. Perhaps they're somebody who they're just trying multiple things and they're not sitting down and just picking their favorite and honing that tool of whatever their craft is. So maybe they're trying, to draw a person, then a flower, and then they're trying, to write creatively and poetry, and then they're trying to write a novel, but then they're also doing all these crazy things. And just for a little bit, pick the one thing. And I promise you, once you pick that one thing, it's going to help you break through that creativity barrier because you have a starting point. And that's going to be something for that person. The third person I have is the unpolished gem. And if you're someone who's an unpolished gem watching, the best thing I can tell you is you're somebody who the creative world that you've entered into is maybe something new to you. You're not confident enough. Maybe you don't have a good support system yet, or you yourself aren't supporting yourself and thinking you can do it. Listen, take the block down. I believe in you. You believe in you. All right? The best thing you can do is to just continue doing stuff you love, regardless, and I promise you, your audience, whoever you're trying to make this work for, they will find you. And also, the more you practice and the more you just draw, this person maybe get a prompt or maybe, do a fan art. In my last video, I talked about how fan art can be great to hone your art style or whatever you're doing. And that's going to be something for you to start out with maybe today if you're lacking some inspiration. Just maybe you follow a trend or maybe just create. That's going to be a beautiful thing about the unpolished gem. You get to figure out who you are and what you want. And then the last one is a little bit sad, but it's basically Depression City. It's somebody who just for today or for maybe a little bit or for a while, they've just been depressed, down and out. And whatever that is, you need to find a way to be happy today. Pick your favorite snack. Rewatch your favorite movie for the 100th time. Get a great new book. Grab your pet, give them a cuddle. Grab your favorite human, give them a cuddle. Whatever it is, hang out. Do something besides sitting at home that day. Do something really fun. And when you come back, you're going to be rejuvenated and you're going to be like, today I'm going to create the best thing that I've ever created. And this can also be a double-edged sword, because let's say what you're depressed about is the fact that you can't create. Ugh. Well, if doing something new doesn't work for you, do something productive. So on days that I don't draw well, because yes, guys, those days happen, what I do is I do something productive for this channel. Maybe I edit, or maybe I plan out my week, get my stuff in order. Maybe I just text all of my friends and family and I'm like, hey, who wants to hang out? And the first person that responds, I'm like, yeah, let's go grab some coffee. So now that we've labeled them, let's talk about what we can grab that day to get some crazy inspiration from. I've already said in a couple of people I was labeling, but guys, try something new. Go to that new restaurant, okay? Buy that ticket to that concert, whether it's a little bit expensive. You're gonna gain an experience. And experiences and doing new things are how you create new work. I mean, it's just as simple as that. I know it sounds so simple that you're thinking, okay, but as humans, it's our human nature to just keep walking the same path until before we know it, we're in a rut that's like 8 foot deep and we don't know how to get out of it. And we're like, ugh. So shake up your routine, do something fun, out of character for you maybe. Whatever it is, even if it's something that you yourself wouldn't do and makes you uncomfortable, uncomfortable makes creativity. Uncomfortable creates amazing things. Because let's say you're writing a character, and this character is the opposite of how you think. If you don't live that day as that character, how are you going to write them realistically? Or how are you going to draw them realistically? I have characters that I do are complete opposites, and I literally will go someplace and act out my life as that character, and I will write down cool things about it. And the next thing is something that fades right into this: unplugging. I know I'm the same as you guys, okay? I like my phone. I like my medias. I like watching a great video or playing that game or listening to music. Even when I'm on walks, silence has killed me. But I recently read a book called Silence in the Age of Noise. And this explorer talks about what he discovered when he unplugged things. So I tried it. And let me tell you guys, it was life-changing, because I would go on a walk and it literally inspired the drawing you're seeing today. I went on a walk and I saw this beautiful tree and it had these beautiful white flowers, and I just simply said, well, what if I, just draw my character this way, holding this flower? And that's what this came through, because you're gonna notice things that you've never noticed before, like how light filters through, or the person sitting next to you in the cafe who's got this nervous tick that you want to put into your character. It's great things, and it's great inspiration that you've never noticed before, and I really want you to pay attention to them, because observation will always bring creativity. And the last thing I can tell you guys, I've already said it, but I'm gonna say it again because it's the most important thing I can tell you today. Live a little. And you know what? Scratch that. Reverse, live a lottle. Because if you're not living, if you're just sitting at home and you're not doing anything, if you're not doing something new, how can you create anything new? And that's crazy. It's crazy to think that it's just something that simple that can burst that bubble that you're staying into and why you can't create something. But that's literally it. And I have a bunch of other things I can tell you guys when it comes to creativity, but this drawing today is finished, and I can always come back and tell you guys some great things and some great tips if you want to. But for now, I want my drawing to tell you guys hi. Come on now. My character's being shy. Hold on. He'll tell you hi. It might take him a second. All right, guys. Well, as always, I'm out. And you know what? You guys better be staying sketchy, as always. And until next time, bye.